Hello guys, and welcome to a new Broken Arrow video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're going to be moving on to mission 13 of the campaign. This one is Search and Rescue. Russian troops have reached the city of Jelgava, but lost their commander.
The fuel collected at the refinery enabled battalion to reach Jelgava. It is the last city on our way before Riga. The situation there seems to be a complete mess. I wasn't able to reach anyone over the radio for the past 12 hours.
A recent drone reconnaissance is showing heavy artillery shelling and close quarter combat on the western bank, but there is no clear front line and it's hard to distinguish who is who. Colonel, take the commander with you. Re-establish cohesion between our troops and resume the assault. I want the city taken and the road to Riga opened without further delay.
Damn, it feels like Grozny all over again. Let's hope there is still someone to save this time. There is a small airfield near the city. We will establish a command post there. Battalion, you will defend the perimeter, while the commander conducts the first reconnaissance.
But sir, how come I'm the one that's always kept in reserve? How am I supposed to distinguish myself if I'm always given these ungrateful tasks?
You are young and impulsive, Battalion. Such temper can cost the life of many men.
But sir, I want to be like you, a war hero. There are books about you at the academy. Your man called you the man who didn't fear the bullets. I would like my name to impose respect too. I don't come from a rich family. I had to compete all my life with the sons of someone and work twice as hard to prove myself.
Forget this name. The man who didn't fear the bullets. You have no idea of the cost that comes with such a name.
So that is why I'm always a second choice to you. I thought you would be different, and that you would be able to see beyond names and origins.
I don't care about your name or who the fuck your mother and father are, Battalion. Now, go and prepare your troops for the task I've assigned you.
At your orders, sir.
What happens, Colonel? You seem upset. Has a ghost of the past come to haunt you?
Nothing you shouldn't already know, as I'm sure you've done a background check on me. Now, if you excuse me, I have another city to conquer, apparently.
That's quite the dialogue. Search and rescue, primary objective, re-establish contact and regroup with our dispersed elements inside the city. Take full control of the city. Alright, let's go in on hard difficulty, of course. For intelligence reports, we have the UR-77 Meteorite. There's the Mechanized Platoon, tactical unit composed of BMP 1PG infantry fighting vehicles and squads of Motostrelki, Pulomachiki, and Vago anti-tank missiles. Anti-aircraft platoon that includes MTLB-6MB5 armored vehicles with anti-aircraft guns and missiles, as well as infantry equipped with Igla anti-tank or anti-aircraft missiles. We've got a tactical unit that includes BMP-2 fighting vehicles with Sturmoviki assault squads, and T-72BAs with the modernized with the Contact 5 explosive reactive armor and upgraded engines, and a group of Agatsaya 152mm howitzers. Okay. Reconnaissance platoon, a tactical unit consisting of sniper squads and Rozvedka squads, and then another one, BTO fire support vehicles and Ognemichiki flamethrower squads. It's quite a lot to manage in this mission, eh?
Commander, you're just in time. Half an hour ago, battalion went on a reconnaissance mission, and we lost communication. I hope he's all right. Do some reconnaissance of your own. Find battalion, and find out what's going on in this damn city.
Off we go with our Typhoon. This looks really cool.
Guys, there's a car approaching from the rear. Hold your fire. Commander, is that you? Be careful, don't go any further. The enemy controls all the vantage points. Those bastards won't let us raise our heads. I've organized a defensive position with the scattered troops I found at the outskirts of town. But the situation is dire. I can't re-establish contact with the rest of our troops. The HQ was hit hard by artillery yesterday, and we have lost all contact since then. The enemy is constantly sneaking up on us with snipers and anti-tank missiles. We're reduced to using mine-clearing vehicles as makeshift artillery to repel them.
Understood. Battalion, you have done enough. Go to the base and wait for further instructions. The commander will take over from here. I'm sending you transport helicopters with supplies. Use your trucks to dispatch them to our troops. Restore their cohesion and rally them under your command. Act quickly. We need to reconnect with our troops on the other side of the city as soon as possible. Supplies delivered. Good luck.
The amount of resources required to recover platoons is indicated when you place your cursor on the label. Okay. Bring 4,000 supplies. I will probably want to give these more ammo as well, so we'll take a good chunk for those. Let's go and get these back under our control. We do have an 82mm mortar that's got 1,800 meter range. These are really short range, I think. 800 meters. Not sure how useful they're going to be in places where the buildings are more spread out, but I guess we'll find out. We've got to clear these vantage points, and I'm pretty sure all of them are too far away to use a meteorite. Maybe I can sneak one over here.
Supplies
hit this
delivered.
one.
The 1st mechanized platoon is now under your command. The 2nd mechanized platoon has been resupplied and is now under your command. All units are patched up and ready to fight.
Alright, let's move these up a little bit. Just spread them behind the houses there. We'll pick up some more supply. And that supply just got completely gobbled up. We're going to slowly but surely move our way forwards. I'm going to try and keep my infantry in like reasonably sized groups, like maybe like 2 in a building together. Maybe not too much. I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of enemy artillery, but if we look at the city as a whole, I imagine it's going to be artillery at some point that we're going to have to worry about. Right, let's make sure that we unload that there. We'll keep moving up to these high rises, although there are XA-180s hanging about. These will have machine guns on them. That one has a 50 cal. I think what I'm going to do, we'll unload here, we'll get the meteorites reloaded, and then maybe I can use one to attack this one on the right. I'm probably going to have to use the mortar for the others though, if I want to clear them out without like not just running at them. We're actually like out of range there to use the launchers, which is kind of awkward. How quickly that supply is being drained. I don't see much here to stop me putting my BMPs forwards. Ford's doing a good job actually against those HMG teams. Alright, let's just start mortaring. Go long salvo in the bottom right there. Let's start hitting that high rise. The XA-180 is hunting us down. We should be able to get the AT on target. Oh, we're going to want to run away from those guys. Getting the Typhoon in line of sight, we'll get the BMPs in line of sight as well. Okay, the meteorites are ready. Might be a bit late to need it on this right hand side, but we can certainly use it to break down any of these mechanized forces we find. I'll move up the supply here to get the Motostrelki back on their feet. Keep firing at that. Now, this Pulamachiki Cord has been doing a great job. Just moving the BMPs over. And we get grenades on target. Beautiful. Right, that one should be cleaned out. Right, so there is a machine gun in there. We did just kill something else. Not sure what it is, but the mortar keeps firing, so that's all good.
First enemy position secured.
What's the range here? 900 meters? Yeah, that's not going to work with this UR-77. If you want to measure range, by the way, you can use the force fire command. If you press, like in this case, R, you can kind of use it as a measuring tool to see how far away something is from you. Pretty handy to know. And I know that the meteorite is 800 meter range, so yeah, I can't really use it to engage on the left side unless... let's have a look. We'll move up a BMP. So I might just be able to push up with a BMP. It just depends what's there. We haven't bumped into any HGMs or anything yet. Maybe it's just like standard infantry that we're killing. All good. Let's move the HGM over to take out the scimitar. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's HGMs, okay. I guess I probably should have expected that. Let's just start mortaring that one. The Motostrelki are ready to go. Let's just have one get into each of the BMPs there. Don't want to lose those infantry for free. And I don't want to lose that either. Run out of ammo on those. Okay, I was going to unload the supply behind these guys. It's going to hit the building. Our mortar's still going, so that's good. I'll just like queue up a second command there, so we just keep hitting it as we go. Let's move up the Lazvedka. Nice, good hit. The vehicle's close. I'm just really worried about those HGMs. We'll unload this Ural behind this building so that the A2Gem has more ammo, and we can top off those infantry squads. Keep trying to develop the positions elsewhere in the meantime. I'll move this there
under our control. Move on.
Afterwards. Something hit me. Oh, does that have range? Okay. The BMPs are really slow in reverse. I'm just going to tell them to drive in this direction. They can use that supply to get themselves fixed up. Same deal here. Get the BMP to fix itself up. Mortar's been whittling them down slowly but surely. So that's worked out pretty nicely. We can run over to this building here. Ooh, what's that firing at? Almost took out my mortar. The mortar's not doing much damage, honestly. Like, mortars in this game sometimes are a little bit like wet flannels, honestly. We should finish them off pretty quickly from there. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, we can stop that from firing now. We'll just keep trying to move up with my units.
Alright, all clear. Now we can start regrouping with the rest of our guys scattered in the city. Establish defenses in front of the main breach to prevent any further enemy breakthrough, while you locate and rally as many units as possible. We need to put together a large strike for our offensive. I send helicopters transporting supplies and recon units. Use them to find and rally our scattered units. Resources are limited, so spend them wisely. Once you estimate that you have gathered enough forces, attack the castle. Apparently, US Marines have established defensive positions there, controlling the breach.
Right, we'll try and take that out then. That might be a good target for the mortar. We just kind of have the mortar keep hitting that. I imagine there's something garrison there.
Delivered. Good luck.
41,000 supply. Nice. Right, what sort of range are we looking at here? 1,000. I might be able to get the meteorites into this tree line and use them to clear that out. I'm a bit worried putting them there if we don't know if these high rises are clear, because they basically said that all of the high rises need to be cleared out. Do have some extra recon units. Let's just have one go here. We'll have one move up to like there and see what happens. Right, while we're waiting, we'll blow up the castle. But a lot of BMPs.
The anti-aircraft platoon survived. Get them supplies. These guys are gonna be very useful against you SMC choppers. Now it is clear why our guys are hiding. All the high buildings are controlled by the enemy. Any attempt to move is met by an anti-tank missile or sniper bullet. Look! A platoon of flamethrower infantry! These guys are experts at storming forests and city blocks with their incendiary rockets.
Минометный расчет на связи. Работаю. Мы всегда идем первыми.
Okay, another HMG team up there. Well, let's just like try and sneak forwards with my infantry here. Trying to get these into range of the spike.
Никто не выживет. Принял. Арт-расчет на связи.
They only have one round each. I have to fire both.
Теперь уничтожу больше врага.
Oh, okay, well that did the trick.
Говори,
Wonderful.
куда накрыть. Да, командир. Логистика здесь. Дорога наш дом. Да. Мы переезжаем. Пехота, по нам работают.
If it's just an HMG, I might be able to use the Typhoon here.
Эхо здесь.
I do also need to set up defenses here, don't I? Oh, it is not. Okay.
Давай
I think that is dead. Unless I can get behind the building in time.
Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником.
Okay. Let's see if we can recover the AA here.
Зенитчики на приеме. Коробочка на приеме. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Бэха, слушай. Разгружаемся. Двигаюсь к точке. Пехота здесь. Это пехота. Проверить сзади. Так точно, заходим. Пехота под обстрелом.
So far, it seems like a pretty slow and steady mission, which is nice. I like the pacing of this one so far. Not as hectic as some of the others. It's kind of a bit more of a tactical experience, slowly working away through and clearing out the city. I like it.
Проверь все комнаты.
Go fix this up.
Транспорт ждет приказа.
The anti-aircraft platoon is back in formation and ready to carry out your orders.
Вы под обстрелом. Транспорт ждет приказа.
Losing the motor strike is unfortunate. Let's have the mortar come over and start hitting that.
Арту вызывали.
Also going to start spreading around a few Mies turrets just so I have them a bit closer
Слушай.
and ready to go.
Пехота, по нам работают.
These Modostraki Iglas
Какие ваши указания?
can jump into these MTLBs actually.
Логистика готова. Меняем ППД. Залезай. Запрыгивай. Мотолыга тут.
We'll bring a couple over here.
Мотолыга на связи. Куда вас доставить?
We'll also do a couple there as well.
Выдвигаюсь. Разведка ВДВ на связи. МТЛБ внимательно слушает.
That didn't do any damage, but we know that there's a unit there.
Минометный расчет на связи. Работаю. БМП на связи. Приказ понял, выезжаем.
I think we killed the spike, right? So
Принял, выдвигаюсь.
I'm hoping... We should probably hurry up here actually, because that looks like the HMG's just killing that stuff.
An enemy convoy is crossing the main bridge. They have supply trucks with them. They probably thought the breach was still under their control.
Катимся. Пехота ждет указаний. Надо их выбить. Звоню. Поездка окончена.
can I sneak a meteorite closer here? It would be a faster way to get rid of those guys.
Расчет ждет ваших указаний.
Well, there is a Unimog coming from this direction. Do I need to be protecting that bridge?
Разведка ВДВ слушает.
Hmm.
Это пехота.
Okay, I think I can probably get away with moving supply to this unit.
Разгружай картоху.
That being said,
Грузовой
do I
автомобиль
want
готов.
them? But they seem already kind of dead.
Группа в боевом режиме. Расчет на связи.
Like, it's like they already died to the HMGs that were in the high rises.
Снабжение заказывали. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Грузовой автомобиль готов. Вечеринка окончена. Вылазим, парни.
Yeah, I think the spike died, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll just finish it off with the meteorite.
Транспорт на связи. Пути.
Right, anyone else around the place?
Позиция для наблюдения. Покинуть салон. Пути. Логистика здесь. Координаты.
Shouldn't have let that fire twice, that was a waste.
Да.
Commander, you found a platoon of штурмовики. There's nothing like assault infantry for urban combat. Get them the supplies they need to rally them.
Приказ понял. Приезжай.
BMP2s, eh? Those could be handy.
Логистика
How much does that cost? 4,000 supply? I'm a little concerned that there's going to be units here though.
Разведка ВДВ на связи. Кому нужны припасы?
There's 2 units here that we can see as well.
Тактический грузовик
If that's
готов к
like
перевозке.
these little supply dumps.
Держи
Just going to top off the Razvedka and then we'll move over. Don't want to lose the Razvedka if we like bump into a 50 cal in a high rise or something.
БМП, слушай. Понял. Тяжелый транспорт здесь.
Commander, you found another mechanized platoon. Bring them supplies if you want to rally them.
That's more Motostrelki.
Выше нас
They can just kind of chill. I don't think I really care about those. The BMP2s will be definitely helpful. Are they BMP2s with cornets on them? Or conkers? They do have explosive or like extra armor on them, so those could actually be pretty useful.
Да.
What's this one then?
БМП.
Commander, we've re-established contact with a tank platoon. They appear to be our last surviving tanks, and they are in poor condition. It will require quite a lot of supplies to bring them back into action.
And we could definitely use tanks. I'm happy with that.
Транспорт на связи.
A second tank platoon. They ran into mines and were immobilized, but the crews survived. I'm sending in a helicopter with supplies to make field repairs and get them back into service.
Двигаюсь к точке.
Maybe there's like... Okay. I was kind of looking in the circle, but maybe there's stuff outside the circle then?
Без разведки.
There was also a little dump there we saw briefly.
Уже еду.
Let's go just have a little drive around then with the BMP.
Едем.
It might be a bit sketchy with the spikes around, but we'll get these tanks back online. We can grab this little platoon here, that's great.
Связи не боятся.
He said he's sending a helicopter.
Commander, the tank platoon is ready to carry out your orders. Be careful with all those anti-tank missiles lurking around.
Работаем. Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке.
Let's go grab those.
Look, It's our heavy artillery. It seems pretty intact, but they're almost out of ammunition. It will require quite a lot of supplies to get them back into action.
Логистика готова.
I think artillery is one of the most important things we're going to need for engaging the city, so yeah, we'll definitely grab those. And yeah, I mean, this is crazy.
Delivered. Good luck.
Got a Tunguska, a couple B3Ms with arenas actually. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't realize they had the arena on them. That's the APS, the Active Protection System. That's going to be very, very useful.
Я уж думал, нас забыли. Принял. Выполняю. Бэха, слушай. Транспорт заказывали?
I guess the Typhoon can just kind of run all over the place and go see what's up as well. It's going to be a lot faster than using the PMP here.
Уже еду.
More units coming.
Коробочка на приеме. Двигаюсь к точке. Т-72 готов. Сделаю.
Oh, where's my mortar at?
Говори, куда накрыть.
I lost it. There it is.
Здесь.
This is
Штурмовики
one thing that's crazy about
resupplied
this.
and ready for the assault.
Заводи мотор.
The one thing that's crazy about this is
Выдвигаем.
we have so many units. You never have this many units in the multiplayer. Ever.
They're attacking across the main bridge again. They know we're here this time.
Well, that is a lot of tanks.
Двигаюсь к точке.
M1A1s. We lost some supply there.
Поездка окончена. Готов сотрясать землю.
Let's make sure that all these meteorites are on like short salvo when we do this. That way they'll only fire one.
Транспорт здесь.
It says find most of the stranded platoons. Is it more?
Приказ понял.
Pretty sure.
Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Уже еду. Принял. Выдвигаемся.
We don't really have anywhere else to look except for maybe over here or maybe over there actually.
Снабжение заказывали.
I have a few spare Urals. I have this Typhoon as well.
The remnants of the enemy attack are retreating. Good work, Commander. But it's too early to relax. Now they'll start reinforcing the defenses on their side of the river. We need to hurry. Gather more troops for the offensive. I have also requested air support. Several bombers stand ready to pave the way for a ground offensive.
Пехота ждет указаний. Вас понял. Двигаемся.
Get those in the BMPs.
Выдвигаемся.
There must be somewhere I'm not looking. Maybe they are out wide.
Куда вас довести?
You know, so like over here or something crazy. I mean, the map's massive, so
Выдвигаемся. Куда вас доставить? Уже
like
еду.
come out to the edge of the map,
Двигаюсь к точке.
have a good look around.
Заводи мотор. Пехота здесь. Кому нужны припасы?
So I need some strong infantry that can push up.
Пехота на приеме. Выше нас только звезды.
So let's just do like Divizia Razvedka,
Не пролетали?
Vampire, Igla. All of these Monostralki can just get fixed up, and we're going to start walking them
Пехотинцы ждут ваших
up
приказов.
a little bit
Погоня.
here.
Найти и уничтожить. Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Т-72 слушай. Выдвигаемся. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Громко и четко. Прием. Кто здесь? Там безопасно? Тяжелый транспорт здесь. Потопали.
Well, of course. Okay,
Уже в пути.
we're actually out of ammo.
До
Okay, we're gonna have to kind of be careful there then.
Арт-расчет на связи. Это пехота.
Might be able to meter it then.
Уже еду. Заряд. Готов. Пехота на приеме. Идем. Пехота ждет приказа. Арту вызывали. Пехота здесь.
Nice. Okay, let's do the same into the mid there to kill whatever that is. Hit the side as well.
Понял, принял, едем. Арт-расчет на связи. Пехота в бою. Пехота ждет указаний. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Шевели поршнями. Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания?
Ooh, nice. That was a big hit. Wow, it like hit in the middle there, it killed everything that was in the center, as well as the surrounding ones.
Занимаем
I don't know if it's because I already did a lot of damage with the mortar, I was hitting that entire area.
Транспорт здесь.
And my little
Транспорт на связи.
typhoons are zooming around the place. Maybe there's just some more surrounded platoons on the other side that we haven't got to yet.
Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником.
Thing is, we can't advance yet. I'm not sure what I need to do.
Ведем бой. Парни, живее, живее.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Буду работать дальше.
Oopsie doopsie.
Поехали, потом заведешь.
Get some tanks to move down here. That's ACVs.
Так точно. Атакуем. Пехота под обстрелом. У нас 300-й. Мы по позиции.
Alright, we'll just smoke, run away.
Пехота, по нам работают.
Get all this low health infantry back.
Следим за небом. Быстрей давай.
Ah, run, 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 run.
Т-72 вызывали? Т-72, слушай, мы под огнем. Отступаем. Т-72 готов к выполнению дальнейшего задания. Т-72 на связи. Найти и уничтожить. На максимальных оборотах. Координаты? Да. Боевая готовность, экипаж. Экипаж готов. Да, командир. Заводи мотор. Т-72 вызывали? Пути.
Okay.
Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Вечеринка окончена. Вылазим, парни. Транспорт на связи. Логистика здесь. Пехота ждет
They
указаний.
dropped a bunch of supply on the bridge there.
Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Транспорт, слушаю.
Maybe I've got to... Oh, okay, I see. Maybe I need to deliver more supply. Yeah, let's just like unload that there.
Гранаты.
Yeah, that might be the thing that's not triggering the next. Okay, that makes sense. For all I know, I'm probably doing myself a favor.
Пехота на приеме.
Is there anything left in here? Marines. A couple of Marines standing strong.
Мотор. Надо их выбить. Понял, идем на зачистку.
Nice. Captured the castle.
Это пехота. Выдвигаюсь.
Thing is, we have so many units. It is ridiculous.
Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. 72-ка.
See if I can just go steal those supplies quick.
Пехота ждет приказа. Двигаюсь к точке. Боевая
The
машина.
howitzers are reloaded and ready to support us with long-range fire. You rallied enough units to start the offensive. I'm sure there are more you didn't find, but time is running out. Intelligence reports that USMC reinforcements are on their way from Riga. We can't wait any longer.
Уже еду.
triangulation of enemy radio signals allowed us to determine the location of their headquarters somewhere around those high rises. Your mission is to cross the river and attack the enemy's headquarters. Battalion will attack parallel to you, across the bridge on your left flank. You've re-established contact with another infantry unit. Su-24 bombers and Su-25 killers support is available. I have notified them and they are now operating under your command. Supplies delivered. Good luck.
I'm gonna target that unit because it's currently just killing those guys, and we might want to pick them up at some point, but for now I'm controlling so many guys that I think it's not really a good idea to pick up any more.
Грузовой автомобиль готов. Говори, куда накрыть. Я уж думал, нас забыли. Отличный НП. Транспорт ждет приказа. Заводи мотор.
Whatever it is probably dead. Yeah, Katsaya's doing a good job. We're gonna need to keep them supplied. Okay, I guess we make the little push here then. Let's get the Sturmoviki unloaded. I will want to make sure that we have some AT with them. So I need Motostrelki. Let's go pick up these guys. What I'll do actually, I can go pick them up with the MTRBs, and that way we're kind of mixing. Ooh, okay, hello. We're kind of mixing the AT with AA.
Colonel, the reserves have arrived. I'm launching the attack on the flank now.
Wait! The right flank is not yet ready to attack. They just regained combat readiness and are not yet in battle formation.
Too late, Colonel. They certainly spotted us already. Any delay would be fatal. Let's go, guys! To battle! Давай!
Battalion! Damn you! Okay, Sokol 1, Sokol 2, requesting airstrikes and these coordinates. Level those buildings other side of that bridge. You found another mechanized platoon. Apparently, the battle left them relatively unscathed. They're immediately ready for battle.
Транспорт, слушай. Приказ понял, едем. Двигаюсь к точке. Заряд. Танки грязи не боят. Даю назад.
Блять! Here comes the enemy artillery! We need to destroy it rapidly before our losses mount up! Their approximate coordinates have been marked. You know what to do! Good job, Commander! Enemy air defense eliminated!
Погнали. Никто не выживет. Вас понял, выдвигаемся. Пехота под огнем.
Okay, yeah, I just like instantly fired at that to kill it. That worked out pretty well. Let's keep pushing back up on this left side. We'll unload that there.
Пехота на приеме.
That is another spike coming out of that building on the left there.
Коробочка на приеме. Задний ход.
How am I going to get rid of that one? I guess I could try and get the meteorites closer. I just a bit worried about getting too close.
One artillery battery destroyed! Keep up the good work, Commander!
I mean, just counter battery will get the job done for real. Like,
Держи ухо.
I don't think it's a
Транспорт заказывали?
big deal. I don't know if like getting these back online is like a secondary objective or a medal, so I might just do it. Let's just like unload there.
Загружай картоху.
What about these guys? That's 4,000 supply. I think we can do it.
Снабжение заказано.
The enemy artillery has been silenced! Отлично!
Да.
Cool.
Запускай машину. БМП, слушай. Т-72 готов к работе. Громко и четко.
Oh, I do have this mortar right here.
Минометный расчет.
Let's use that to start hitting that building.
Т-72, слушай.
We'll keep the tanks close just in case we need them.
Слушаю.
Otherwise, we'll just keep things at range.
Противовоздушная оборона.
Tunguska has good range from there, although I might want to start moving it up a little bit. We definitely want to move these guys up, so let's
Пехота ждет приказа.
just use these to pick up my infantry that's left over.
Катимся. Арта рядом. Говори, куда накрыть. Я уж думал, нас забыли. Кого еще накрыть? Поддержка на связи. Ведем бой.
I think
Понял.
they're struggling to aim
Готов
because of the
на
slope.
землю. Заряд. Пехотинцы ждут ваших
One more mechanized platoon under your command. Well, as practice shows, you can never have too much infantry.
Огонь на ходу.
Oh, apparently there was supply behind that.
Разведка ВДВ на связи. Очистить квадрат. Кому нужны припасы? Прием. Кто здесь? Атакуем на...
There are so many units in this game,
Здесь.
or in this mission.
Уже еду.
We'll try and push up with the BMP-2s. I can now use the Akatayas to clear out these high rises very quickly, actually.
Бэха, слушай.
Look how many BMPs we have. This is silly. This is just silly.
Грузовик снабжения готов.
Yeah, that's 4,000 supply. Let's go unload that there.
Логистика готова. МТЛБ, слушай. Давай прокатимся. Вражеские танки наблюдали? Давай, по коням. Да, броню. Коробочка передает с поля боя. Громко и четко. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Мы ведем бой. Координаты.
I just put those onto a group.
Выдвигаемся. Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Транспорт в бою, жду приказов. Пехота, выпад обстрелом. Хороший дом для обороны.
An additional mechanized platoon back in action. These were operating with a reconnaissance platoon. The last known position of the scouts is in a village on the other side of the river. We managed to re-establish radio communication with them. They are now under your command.
Well, that's pretty handy.
Да, командир.
If I can get them over here without being shot up by the Viper.
ВМО, слушай.
Get my arenas forwards. There was a heavy tank there.
БМП
We
на
needed to
связи.
kill that somehow.
72.
Let's just make sure we unload this so I can get the meteorite fixed up. We can get the T-72 fixed up.
Т-72 на связи.
Ooh.
Разведка ВДВ на связи. Пехвоз, ревер. Т-72 вызывали? Коробочка на прием.
I think we got enough. Let's just unload these guys.
Пехота на связи. Какие
Move them
ваши
up as a
задачи?
little squad.
Арту вызывали.
Good tank killed.
Транспорт ждет приказов.
That should be a very dead infantry squad.
Приказ понял, выезжаем. Приказ понял, едем. Танки грязи не боятся. Двигаемся. Зачистить здание. Пехота, по нам работают. Пехота на приеме. Это пехота. Бэха, слушай. Принял, выдвигаемся.
Just keep working our way forwards. Whilst there is a lot to manage here, I'm actually really enjoying this.
Пехотные потери. Артрасчет на связи.
we have all of the bits and pieces that we need to make a nice solid assault, and having some decent artillery, just something that we haven't had in a lot of the missions so far. We also have air support that we can use.
Погнали! Снабжение заказывали? Логистика здесь.
The God of Fire has found its preachers. The flamethrower platoon is under your command.
Держи коридор! Да, командир.
Colonel, we've reached the outskirts of the city. My guys will hold these positions. That was fucking heroic! Now it's your turn to prove yourself, Commander.
Roger that, battalion. Commander, don't lag behind. Push on your side as well.
С-72 готов к работе. Прием.
We're going. Don't worry.
Сотрясает землю. Пехота в бою.
Yeah, we need to hurry up with these guys.
Принял, зачищаю. Есть кто дома? Сначала граната, а потом ты. Коробочка на приеме. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Штурмуем это здание.
Oh, we're gonna hit that really hard.
Огонь на ходу. Штурмуем позицию. С-72 готов продолжить бой. Зачищаем квадрат. В авангарде.
I'll have to be a little bit careful here.
Огонь,
You need to get into line of sight of this Abrams. All of these can carry on this right hand side.
С-72 на связи. Ведем
That
бой.
is now disabled.
Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Я уж думал, нас забыли.
Not very favourable position.
Beware, Commander. U.S. Marines helicopters inbound. You crossed the river just in time. To be caught during the crossing with your pants down would have been a massacre.
Коробочка. Тебя слушает. Ведем бой. Пехот занят. Заводи мотор. Работа окончена. Удачи вам. С-72 нормально. Да. Поработаю. С-72 готов к выполнению задания.
Right, this is a lot of aircraft, a lot of helicopters. Where's my other monostroke Igla?
Быстрее! Парни, живее, живее, давай, тормозим! Перемещаемся! Будем там! Меняем ПВД! Вас понял, выдвигаемся! Погнали! Где мы нужны?
We shot a lot of them down. That's really good.
Перемещаемся!
Right, all of these can keep falling back.
Принял, идем! Вас понял, двигаемся! Будем
I think we had the right stuff in the right
Принял,
positions.
выдвигаемся. Там безопасно? Меняем ППД!
The only thing I haven't been using is the anti-LBs.
The skies are clear again for our Air Force.
Погнали! Где вы нужны? Вас понял, двигаемся! Перемещаемся! Погнали! Будем там! Вас понял, выдвигаемся! Потопали! Где вы нужны?
Oh, we're gonna kill that sniper before he kills us here. Oh, okay, well. That wasn't the smartest move, apparently.
Принял, идем!
It's a bit hard to do that.
Перемещаемся! По коням!
These are actually getting low on ammo, or we're getting toasted by the lab. Where's the supply then? Have I run out of supply now? I've got this 6,000 supply. Let's bring that up there for the Akataya.
Принял, идем!
We'll make sure to
Боевая машина
hit
пехоты!
those guys.
Потопали! Принял, выдвигаемся! Вас понял, выдвигаемся! Погнали!
Have a tank here, we can
Там
use that.
безопасно?
Tank's ready to go as well.
Вас
Haven't
понял,
really been
двигаемся.
using the meteorites
Где вы
much.
нужны? По коням! Меняем ППД! Меняем ППД! Потопали!
we also have a sniper in here.
Безопасно? Будем там. Принял, идем. Погнали. Погнали. Перемещаемся. Будем там. Меняем ППД. Вас понял. Выдвигаемся. Погнали. Погнали. Транспорт на связи. Принял, идем. Где вы нужны?
I kind of want to not blow up the supply if I can help it. Oh, okay, I'm firing smoke at them. What's this last round then that we have? Oh, that's like the direct fire heat round. Oops, wrong one. Launching smoke at them. I mean, smoke is not a terrible idea if I want to actually go and get them.
Пехота ждет приказа. Громко и четко. Т-72 слушай. Пехота на приеме. Двигайся и стреляй. Говори, куда накрыть. Мотолыга здесь. В туры здесь. Запрыгивай и погнали. Граната идет первой. Ударю громко. Назад, назад. Боевая готовность, экипаж. Задний ход. Приказ понял, выезжай.
Right, now these have ammo again. Let's not use smoke. Let's just blow the crap out of them. Also, now that the helicopters are dead, I can bring over the snipers, I imagine.
Короткими перебежками. Охота началась.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to deal with this little group on the side here.
Охота на связи. Какие
What I
ваши
could do
указания?
is
Боевые
maybe
машины пехоты на связи. Куда вас довести?
go over here, unload those in there, have the little bit of infantry over there and engage those.
Пехота под обстрелом. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Арт-расчет на связи. Арту вызывали. Да, командир. Транспорт здесь. Выдвигаемся. Экипаж готов. Принял. Зачищаем. Кого нейтрализовать? Пехота, по нам работают. Двигай жопой. Транспорт заказывали? Отходим в резерв. Огонь на подавление. Координаты. Готов сотрясать землю. Да. Это пехота. Понял, принял. Хороший дом для обороны. Я слушай, ведем бой. Координаты.
Right. Oh, sorry, but they're getting RT, don't care. I wanted to capture that supply, but
Кто на приеме? Кого подстрелить? Доберитесь до укрытия. ПТшники.
all of this can just kind of push over to the
Пехота
right
на
here.
связи. Какие ваши указания? Пехота ждет приказа. Пехо здесь.
You're almost there, Commander! Not a step back! Capture the enemy headquarters! They're pulling back their last forces to defend it!
Противников. Накрыть площадь. Двигайся вперед. Убей первым.
Oh, Stamaviki died. Unfortunate.
Арт-расчет на связи.
Alright, well, I've got the meteorite there. Just blow them up.
Ноги в руки. Двигай жопой. Коробочка на приеме. Выдвигайся. Движемся. Да, командир. Арту вызывали. Пехота ждет указаний. БМП на связи.
Keep concentrating more of our forces here.
Координаты. Т-72 на связи. Это пехота у нас. Идем, идем.
lot of Marines.
На связи. Под огнем.
What a tough old fight this has been.
Марка слушает.
Let's see if we can do something here before we
БМП на связи.
end things. Oh, the how did that get killed? Oh, the lava probably. The flank there.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Бей по вспышкам. Огонь и маневр. Сокрушим их. Артрасчет на связи. Никто не выживет. Т-72 на связи. Ведем бой. Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником. На приеме. Специалисты по противовоздушной обороне готовы. Пехота на приеме.
Is that just like bonus supplies, maybe?
Приказов.
Like,
Транспорт заказывали? Здесь жарко. Куда вас доставить? Т-72 вызывали?
alright, we got him.
Excellent! The enemy headquarters has been destroyed. The remnants of the enemy forces are retreating.
Зачистить здание.
I liked that mission a lot. I really did. Find all the stranded platoons. Okay, so it is a medal. So there must be more that I missed then. Huh. Interesting. Capture the city in less than 40 minutes. Okay. Well, that's certainly something for a challenge playthrough, that's for sure. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the pace of that mission, and I think, you know, trying to push it for 40 minutes would have been causing a lot of mistakes unnecessarily. But it's nice to have some decent artillery in those Akatayas just to like clean the high rises and all that good stuff. So yeah, awesome mission. I really liked it. Hopefully you guys did too. Alright, well, that is it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.